All right, hello YouTube out there. Angie's napping while we're doing this live feed and all that stuff. And see who's all popping on here in a little bit here, and we'll get rocking and rolling here. I don't know how long I'll be on today and all that stuff. Okay, we're still hoping for 1,000 subs. Uh, it is a tough go at it, and just not doing much our live feeds on our shows, basically, because I'm seeing a quick sub and unsub lately in the last week and a half. But otherwise, I think we're on the plus side right now. Finally, after last week's disaster, where basically we lost 5 subs, but now we got all those subs back, and I think we're gaining a total of 1, basically. But yeah. Actually, there's been a lot of live shows going on right now. So I just got a notification that Lunatic Dad is going to go live here in a little bit. Early for him. That's good. And all that stuff. But Angie and I will be doing a regular vlog every so often as soon as we get done and all that stuff. So we'll probably be away from the computer for a little bit. So we're hoping for the ones who are new to the channel, basically check our content out, and don't forget to hit us with a subscribe button down below and all that stuff. Excuse me for a second here. Sinuses has been a problem with me the last few days because the weather has been up and down, up and down, up and down. We haven't had a consistent weather this spring so far. Last week at this time, we were under a snowstorm warning. This week is mostly high winds and all that stuff. So it's pretty imbalanced and for weather and all that stuff. So we're probably seeing the highs probably around in the mid 50s and all that stuff. So it's pretty good and all that stuff. Hi Beth, how you doing? And all that stuff. Getting ready for minor league baseball up here. Next week is opening day for the Lumber Kings. I'm pretty sure the River Bandits are going to have their opening day down there. Pretty good. What we call the amusement park down there and that. But yeah, it's going to be a pretty interesting baseball season. Looks like we're going to see some top draft picks this year coming through the Midwest League, possibly. So it's going to be a pretty well interesting year, basically, if they all live up to their the billings and all that stuff. Okay, our goal is try to get to 1,000 subs. It's always been an issue, basically, and all that stuff. Hi, Matthew. How you doing? Basically, I think about doing more live shows, jumping in on some live shows to see if we could do a find subs there and all that stuff. But I think we're just going to go back to our old-fashioned way with talking to people and all that stuff. And I'm pretty sure with baseball season coming around the corner next week, we'll probably double our efforts because I talk to a lot of people at the ballpark. We do have friends that come from out of town that kind of watch our channel, and I'm pretty sure they'll help out to help our grow our channel out and all that stuff. I know a lot of people is focusing on Twitter to get their word out, which is okay. Twitter is nice and all that stuff. All your social media, but mainly a lot of people is emphasizing all your possible social media you're on to promote your channel and all that stuff. I came across another channel that had a lot of subs, but not a lot of watch time. Basically, either the content is too short or something like that. Because a lot of people is realizing just to get the watch time, you have to upload at least 4 or 5 times a week. Hi, Kip. Hi, Jake. How you doing? Basically, just get about at least a 10-minute video uploaded, don't matter if it's a live feed or an edited vlog or stuff like that. I'm also noticed a lot of channels that do their live shows, they end up deleting their video, and that will affect your view count. Basically, you won't get your 4,000 hours watch time if you're deleting your videos. I mean, if you're uncomfortable with the video, I mean, delete it. Either there's a couple of videos that we have taken down ourselves or as we just put it in private so we can just keep the watch time. Basically, there's nothing wrong keeping the video in on that. Yeah, I'm hoping to go to bed and wake up to 1,000 subs. That'd be a nice dream, and all that stuff. And even with our watch time where it is right now, we're up to 5,005 plus hours of watch time. So the watch time is not an issue for our channel. It's just getting to the subs. Now I've seen a lot of channels. It's the other way around. They got their subs, just not their watch time. I'm also finding out they're learning that. Hi, Cycle Master, how you doing? And that. So I also finding out that they got their subs, but like I said, their watch time, basically. Either they're deleting their videos or not putting up good content and all that good stuff. So content's got to be, try to be consistent. We try to be consistent on our content as much as possible and all that stuff. Hi, Stefford. Hi, Don. How you guys doing? Happy Easter, everybody, and all that stuff. And that, so yep, I'm enjoying my Timmy's right now. We got the new cups from Stefan. We're going to use that for traveling, basically, because these mugs do not work well in cup holders, and the other ones does not have handles. Hi, Joe Quinn, how you doing? How's things out in California? Hope it's nice and warm and toasty. We need those warm temperatures, and that. So, yeah. Oh man, that hits the spot. Nothing beats a good cup of Tim Hortons, even if it's home brewed, and that. So yeah, our goal is still try to get to 1,000 subs. Basically, business cards. I'm on my third box, and I'm really calling it my make and break box, basically. So basically, 61 degrees. Send it here. I'll take 61. We're supposed to be at 60. Actually, our average high for this time of year is usually just up in the high 50s. I think that's what the one weatherman is saying, and that. And all that stuff needs to be on a yeah, all that good stuff needs to be on a shirt. I'm still debating about opening up a merch shop for T-shirts and all that stuff. I'm still in debate in that area and all that stuff. Don't know what the official design will have to be. I don't know if I'm also my prototype design that I have that we have worn off and on the channel and all that stuff. We'll have to wait and see. Haven't decided yet. Looking at Spreadshirt, but I'm also looking at Teespring. Basically, business is basically, let's look at the business end. And that. So yeah, I've been kind of saying that phrase all the time, and maybe a new phrase in that. Yeah, I think a lot of people have got good watch time. If you guys check your, you guys already go check in your analytics, go into your channel, the ones who are not monetized, check your watch time. And it's very simple to get that watch time. All you do is do some, take your minutes, divide by 60 minutes to make 1 hour, and you get your watch time right there for the last, you want to go back to the last 1 year. So you need to go back to your, not really your lifetime, but go back to at least the 1 year, basically. If you got your watch hours in less than a week, you really have no problem for it. A lot of larger channels, they get that watch time in 1 day, basically, and that's good for them. New controversies to YouTube, basically, it's something with the sub button, basically with the bell notifications, and more algorithm changes. What's new, basically, it's a lot of large YouTubers are pointing this out, and they're talking about it. They say their view count has dropped on certain videos when they use the basically. Hi, Jay Kurt, how you doing? And that basically it comes down to maintain your watch time and all that stuff. Watch time and sub counts. Basically, it's what it comes down to is this. That's basically what it comes down to. But basically, it comes down to what was I going to say? Hi, Noel. How you doing? And that. So the notification issues has come up again, like I said previous, just a few minutes ago, and all that's and all that stuff again, and that. Yeah, there was some controversies in the last week. Boogie kind of talked about it, and when he talked about it, his view count on his one video talking about it went down in that. So it's us trying to figure out the algorithm and all that and other stuff. The algorithm, the notification bells. I noticed that I was getting notified. Here's how goof up the notification system is. I'm getting notified on video uploads to channels I don't even sub to for that reason. Wow, that's how messed up it is in that. So that's really messed up when you get notifications from channels you're not even sub to. And I said, wow, I get a notification from this channel. I don't even sub to it. And I said, I found that kind of weird last week. Happened to a couple times. They just look down my sub box, and all of a sudden, why am I getting notifications from channels I don't subscribe to? What happened to the channels that I am subscribed to? What happened to the channels that I subscribe to basically every day? In that, I know we had issues in the past where basically when I'm active on a channel and I have to go in and resub to that channel because YouTube decided to unsub me anyway from the particular channel and that. So yeah, it's just it's just one of those goof up things that YouTube's been doing on that, and it's just as a creator, it's frustrating that even myself get notified on channels I don't sub to because I watch basically what I call a related channel. Maybe that's why I'm getting this notification. That could be a possibility. Maybe when I turn on the notification button, I'll say, man, I know I got the notification button in, but why I'm not getting notified? And I find out I missed 4 videos and that. It's not good. So basically it is messed up in a way. So a lot of people, maybe that's why I saw a few unsubbings from my channel, because people's not getting notified. They think we stopped uploading. That's also discouraging to all creators. I think one channel lost about 100,000 subs because no one was getting notified of any more uploads, and they thought they quit. Uploading, so they unsub. Usually, when I sub to a channel, I try to stay with that channel as best I can, as long as I can. Only time I'll unsub from a channel is if YouTube takes it down for if the channel was taken down due to a guideline violation, or they decided they upload a video or change the content that I don't totally agree with, or maybe it's just too offensive, I will unsub basically. But otherwise, most of YouTube analytics is always odd. It's odd, it's weird, but there's some things I try to focus. When I look at my analytics, I focus on some things I really try to watch out for is not where the views are coming from. That's just fun. That's a fun analytics to watch, to find out where your views are coming from around the world. I think it's always interesting see what parts of the world is watching. I kind of like that form of analytics, what other parts of the world. Where's Angie? She's napping right now. She really had a couple days basically where she had I'm probably going to be talking about on tomorrow night's video where she has bloodshot eyes. And I didn't really get much of video of the bloodshot eyes, but her eyes been bugging her last 2 days now. Yesterday and still bugging her today. It kind of makes you sleepy and all that stuff. She didn't sleep well at all last night. And I had a couple off day. I had kind of off day myself too. So let's go back to the analytics. What I was paying attention to. Usually when I pay attention to my analytics, I usually pay attention to audience retention, basically to find out how much is up. Hi, Michelle, how you doing? And that, yeah, I noticed. Uh, yeah, I kind of noticed that too on some of the live shows that got black screens and no views because they probably forgot to hit the live button or something like that. I don't know. They're learning to. I had that issue myself last summer when I did it with till I found out this Google Hangouts. Basically, this Google Hangout format, it's a lot easier to 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 process. Yeah, it's a VNet. So, my analytics I pay attention to basically. I don't want to get sidetracked too much. My analytics I pay attention to is find out where the views are coming from, which is always fun. I try to watch the audience retention, and another one I try to pay attention to is I kind of find it funny that my demographics, basically. Recently, my demographics has just went down the toilet. Age groups. I'm going to pick a wide age group. It's the 18 to 44 age group. It's down to almost next to nothing. Basically, in the last month and a half, I think it was the last month and a half. I know last month, and I kind of find that kind of disturbing. But it's nice to have the views in your main demographic age group, which is basically from 45 to 54 years old, and you just need from 55 on up. That went downhill a little bit. I lost a lot of those views there. I don't know where I get. You get most of your watch time from Iowa. Oh, good. I'll tell you what. California has overtaken Illinois about 3 months ago when, let's go back to January, where basically California has overtaken, in my view counts and watch time, California has taken over Illinois for second place. Used to, when I ranked my states, it got so off balance, I don't really rank them anymore. I used to rank them early years ago. And that, so that. Oh, you apply for partnership Norwood for 8 days. It might take longer than 8 days because it's basically I don't know. They're so booked up with a lot of people that hit their 1,000 subs. It takes time to verify their accounts. It took Rudy how long did it took Rudy after he got verified? Almost, I think he got verified finally earlier this month for his with that. Yeah, so yeah, basically, it just takes time. Just gotta be patient. It takes time. They have to verify all you. This is what I found out on with some of the channels why they're not uploading once they got their 1,000. When they got their 4,000 hours watch time and their 1,000 plus subscribers, I found out they had not uploaded since early March. This is the last day of March or earlier this month. They just, for some reason, they're not uploading no more because they probably found out that their content is not advertiser friendly. That's another thing they are cracking down. Just because you got 1,000 subs and your watch time does not guarantee you monetization. No thank you to the bigger YouTubers that does this crap. Basically, that's it. That's we're at the mercy. We're all at the mercy of the larger YouTubers. It's just one of those things that does happen. We're at the mercy of the big boys. If the big boys don't want to play by the rules, guess what happens to the small fries? We pay the price. Basically, we all pay the price, and that needs to stop. Try to get YouTube to say, hey, here's an idea. If a big YouTuber does something wrong and know they did something wrong against community guidelines, instead of punishing us down here, instead of punishing us down here, let's just start punishing the big boys and all that stuff because it needs to stop. Big boys cannot continue if they're not going to play by the rules. Enforce the rules and all that stuff. Hi there, Stephane. How you doing? Am I from Canada? No, I live here in the United States, in the state of Iowa, and that. Born and raised in Iowa, and that. Just because I like Tim Hortons coffee. The only place we buy Tim Hortons coffee is in the coffee aisle at one of our local grocery stores, and it's not the one I always go to. Too bad. I have to go to another grocery store that's just back behind me, about a mile or so. So, and I buy it by the bag. But the last couple of years, because of this YouTube channel, I had not bought a bag of coffee, of Tim Hortons coffee, in my own hometown in a long time because I just got a supply from, I just got a bag shipped from Canada from one of our subscribers. I just got a couple bags over the Christmas holidays, and I had a couple bags last year. So, yeah. About due again. I got to get it done before it gets too hot. I want to just whack it off again. Maybe just try to keep it no longer than this, basically. So I'm probably either going to trim it or just whack it all off. I don't know. I haven't decided on that part. So right now, let's just focus on trying to build our channels and all that stuff. If you guys see anybody kind of has a channel that has content, basically, just hit them for a sub. And that'd be great. And right now, I just don't have no new. Well, there was somebody earlier that was on, has content. Let's see who it was. I'm scrolling back up there. J. Kurt Vivo. That channel has content. So if you guys want to check out that channel, watch a few of his videos, and hit that guy for a subscribe. Basically, just going to let you know it's check out his videos first before you hit that subscribe button. So if you don't like it, don't come harping on me about it, because he helped me out with a sub. So basically, that was it. I just helped him out with the sub. In that. I don't really call it yelling. Some people do like to write in capital letters for some reason. That I don't mind that at all. It's like an attention getter because sometimes the feed goes too fast. If they're on other live shows where the feed gets really gets too fast, it gets it's like an attention getter. So I say, hey, I'm here. Don't forget to read my comment and all that good stuff there. So yeah, you need to upload, Joaquin. Yeah, whatever you want to upload, how you want to do that. I got a comment on the on an older video. Basically, yeah, it was had a comment on one of our older videos. Actually, we're getting good watch time on our older videos too. People are just checking out our older content. When you see a content, if we upload a video that's not very interested in, don't like the title, don't like how long it is, or something like that, I have people go check out older content because, yeah, it's just give me a wrench. Someone needs to time out. I don't give wrenches for timeouts. There's only two people I have to give wrenches to. I will consider a wrench, giving out some wrenches soon. I just don't want nobody. I just don't want to end up losing subscribers because somebody wants to go on timeout. That's usually my part right now. I'm the only one is able to do it right now when it comes to timeouts and all that stuff. I don't really like to give people a timeout. So usually it's either a timeout or a flat out ban. Basically, that's what I try to do. I'll time out if they're okay, settle down a little bit, and I'll ban them if they're too rude and to the creator, or too rude to other people that's on the side chat there and all that stuff. So we just tell people, just, hey, calm down. It's just only the comments and all that stuff. Yeah. Holy cow. Yeah. So our goal is still going on. We're passing out business cards. Summertime is here. Well, not summertime, but springtime is here. I noticed the riverfront is getting very busy with yeah, some people don't realize that. Yeah. Just not trying to be, yeah, I know you don't want to try to be mean and all that stuff, but yeah, it's just some people do like to write in capital letters, basically. It's just that's the way it is. I see it on other feeds too when I do other live shows, because I don't know, it's their habit and all that stuff. I'm not familiar with their viewing habits is other places. I do see it on other feeds. When I watch other live shows, but not usually chiming in or something like that. I do see it there once in a while when people are writing capital letters, because the feed on the side chat is going so fast. At times, they just want to get noticed in that. So yeah, I noticed there's a lot of people. Riverfront's getting very busy. A lot of people is walking the bike trails and all that stuff. When people stop and ask why we're filming and all that cool stuff, and so I keep business cards on me at all times. When I head out of town, I keep a few on me. I try to get Angie a few. Excuse me, there. I drank that last sip of coffee kind of a little too fast. And what I do, when I eat out, I just lay. If I eat at a fast food place, I just lay it at the table while I'm at. If I eat at another restaurant, I lay it out where that. Actually, there was one local restaurant. They asked me to leave a small stack by their cash register, so I don't know how many in that. We're going to pass out a lot more. Did you guys pass 100 in the summer? I don't know. We'll pass. I think you passed. I think you meant by 1,000. I think you passed. I think you're passing 1,000. Possibly. Yeah. Okay, Kip and Jake. If you want the hammer or wrench, I'll give it to you, but kind of watch it. Okay. Okay, we'll just throw that right there, and you should have a Kip and Jake. You should have the wrench now. Okay. Anybody else needs a wrench? Here, Joe Queen says, I kind of like your comments anyway. I'll make you one too. Okay. Anybody else that's interested in, just give me a holler. And that. So, 100 degrees. Oh, okay. We'll have to find out, basically. So, yeah, we're just going to have to find out. Just kind of cool it with the wrenches. Only thing I have a rule with the wrench is looking for 100% rude comments. If it's really 100% rude, you guys have to put them in timeout, basically. And if they're 100% rude, basically you guys put them in timeout. I'll consider the ban myself. Okay. Let me make a decision on the ban. But just put them in timeout if there's 100% rude comment. I mean, 100% rude comment, because they write in capital letters. That's not considered rude at all. Okay. And that. So, anybody else? I tell you what, since I got a good loyal subscriber view, I'm going to make one more person a moderator too. So how's that? To see how that goes. So I just added 3 new moderators to the channel: Joel Quinn, Kip and Jake, and Ashel 2018. I'll make you guys mods. Okay, so just one rule is basically look for 100% rude comments towards the creator and other people in the chat, and just put them in timeout. I'll consider the ban on my decision. The bans will be based on my decisions. I got a growing list of a lot of people, so we're trying to watch and everybody in that. So. Yep. Yep. You're right there, Psycho Master. A lot of people does write in capital letters and that. I even see it on Facebook too. So I don't trust myself. Well, I can't. Well, the reason is another channel got in trouble. I did watch another live feed last night. It was one of these drama channels. I watched it last night where basically the whole side chat was nothing but mods. Nothing but mods. And that didn't really make the channel go very well. In fact, they ended up losing subs because it was nothing but controlled by moderators. So you got to keep certain few of moderators around all that stuff and that. So you just gotta. I just don't want to add too many moderators because, like I said, we're just watching people who make rude comments to the creator and other people to the side chat, and we just ask the mods just to put the people on timeout, and I will decide if that person is a person I need to block altogether myself. So I make that decision. I make that final decision if that person needs to be banned or not. I don't want to take away any wrenches and all that stuff. I know a lot of people. Another channel made a mistake by made some kids mods, and they end up blocking everybody. Basically, then you have to go over and unblock people. That could be an issue. Would be aware of when I made these mods. Okay, that was it. So, and that. So, how long we've been going? I don't want to go too long because Angie and I, as soon as she gets up napping, we gotta do a vlog and that. I didn't do much of a vlog for tomorrow night's episode, which we have introduced new highlights to our intro outro on tomorrow night's video. Still the same music. Angie doesn't want me to change the music, so we got new highlights, more spring and summer type highlights that we used in our past videos. Some highlights goes back about 2 years ago because it's more spring and summer, and it's spring and summer fun time. So our outros, honestly, some of the same things, spring and summer and all that stuff. That we'll run those, and I'm going to be editing the new fall and winter sometime in the next week or so from our previous winter and previous winters fall and winter videos, and we'll create. Then I think we're doing a 6-month tryout through YouTube Royalty Free Music, possibly with new intro music and outro music. I don't know if that's going to set well or not in that. So it's a decision that we have to make ourselves. Is when people changes their intro, usually they see a little dip in their sub count and they realize it's the same people. They just don't like, some people just don't like to. I know some people just done away the intro, outro altogether. I don't know. What do you guys think about the intro and outro? I think it just adds a new element. Looks like even it is done in an amateurish way, but it's still done professionally in a way. Hey, before I chimed out of here, I did talk about this. If you remember in a previous video, I talked about this battery charger with the backup battery. After I did Friday's, when I was filming Friday's vlog, I almost had a dead battery, and I switched batteries for the first time with battery charger and battery. So we did that for the very first time. And that. So we did that. We plugged this in, and it did not take long to recharge. So it wasn't completely dead. It was just, so now I got a backup battery when I go out. So when I do vlogging out and it takes a lot of power, I'll have a backup. I'll just take the case with me with the backup battery. I'll take this charger with and maybe charge it at a business if I need to, if they have an outlet nearby where I usually sit at a business. I can do a quick charge up and all that. Think about going live at your Disney race. Oh, that sounds good. That's one thing I'm thinking about doing too when we go on our one trip. Basically, I'm thinking about doing a live update video. Because with this new cell phone I got, I know it's a track phone. I got a lot of data and it's got good Wi-Fi capabilities. I've done a couple live shows on this phone anyway, which it's good. I kind of like this and that. So yeah, we'll be back on track on the camera situation. This is. I'll tell you what. This I'm going to admit right now. This charger was long overdue. I should have gotten it 2 years ago with the backup battery because I did mention the wire right here. I know there's other YouTubers. They talked about they have the same camera that I have, and this is the problem right here is the wire right here. This is how we normally charge it. We'll take this. I don't know if you can see it or not. We take it right there and we plug it in. It doesn't really give you much extension to plug it in. So you got to have the power strip to the floor to plug it in. And if you keep twisting it one way or another, that's where it gets why it snaps. That's why it gets up to a snapping situation. So what I should have gotten this long time ago. This does work. The backup battery does work. Yeah, as long as you have the identical battery, identical brand, identical battery, you're good to go. It just saved me charging the other way because you actually kick it and twist and turns. And when I do upload, I used to upload it to the computer like this into the computer. That was also another issue because you end up twisting and turning the camera somewhat, and that was another issue why basically. Yeah, we do have a couple GoPros. I do have my one GoPro, which I have an open backing, and I do have a waterproof backing someplace back here. I don't know, maybe just did some reorganizing over here, but I do have a solid waterproof so I can put it underwater. Right now, I can't take this GoPro underwater because it's one of those open. It's one of those open. I do have the solely closed one, so I do have that. That's my main camera. I did, and this is the other GoPro that Jukebox gave us to use, and we did try a video or two on it. The only problem is it's hard to clean on the inside of the lens because it came out kind of grainy, smoky, basically not very good. So you probably have to clean it on the inside because I haven't figured out how to take. I don't think you can be able to take apart one of these, but yeah, here's the backup battery. I can still plug it in, and I had to use a special outlet cord, which I do have for another from another camera that does work on this to charge it up. But basically, it's just an issue that I have. Hi, Amber. How you doing? How's things with you lately? And that so. Camera, phone, we're good to go. If I need to go places, I do have a nice selfie right there. And I can flip the camera around here. Gotta go up here. And it's just a regular straight shot right at me. So then there's your selfie right there. There's your selfie. If I can put it right up against the camera, there's your selfie in right there. So we're good. We might do a live update one of these days on our phone, which would be great. Just gotta make sure I'm on Wi-Fi. If not, I'll just eat up some data. If I keep the videos relatively short, then I'll keep that in mind. So that works pretty good. Right now, I just gotta charge it up, plug it in, and we're ready to go. Hi, Ruth. How you doing? And that so. Okay, let me step aside here a second here. I gotta do something here real quick. Get back.
Yeah, you do it louder than I heard.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. For I kind of like the charger. It only cost me, this charger cost me about almost $50, but then I had Bing points. I had enough to get $10 off of this thing, and all I had to do is just it basically paid for my ship. It paid mostly the taxes and shipping and handling, which is great, and just knocked the price down by an extra $5 and that. So that kind of helped. That kind of helped out too, in that. So. Are we looking to buy a backup camera to this? Probably not this particular model. If anybody remember, this was an issue when we did our St. Louis video, which we had to record with this thing, and that's what made the sound go off a little bit. And we didn't have the new cell phone yet. I didn't have it ordered in time. So we got, so this was I remember we used to do vlogging with this, and I tell you what, if you go back to watch those videos, they're horrendous and that. So, but yeah, this was our backup camera, and I was surprised they even allowed this in St. Louis when we did the St. Louis video. Yeah, so. And that, so basically that was it right there. That was the camera we used at one time, and the original video that we used to do was off Angie's pink cell phone, which is probably charging right now someplace else, so I don't really see it nearby. But we will probably do more live. Okay, we'll probably do more live occasionally with this phone and all that. Just gotta watch how much data I use. And okay, see, anything else? Yeah, using AA batteries, rechargeable AA batteries, always works out good in that. So the Queen should be timed out for being a Duck fan. How about this? I should ban myself for being a Blackhawks fan. ban me because I'm a Blackhawks fan. Yeah, so yeah, ban the creator, ban the host. I have seen people try to attempt to do that too. Yeah, so I'm thinking about if we do purchase a new camera, we're just going to get what you call a standard looking camera that can also shoot video. I just got to look at the battery end of it. I cannot use regular batteries because when you shoot video with regular batteries, your batteries goes dead real quick. If it has a standard camera type battery, similar to a GoPro battery or similar to these type of batteries, something similar but not identical, those will work. That will work too. I used to have a nice camera at one time. I actually dropped it and broke it. And I said, dang, that would have been a good vlogging camera. It was a good vlogging camera. As unfortunately, we didn't start vlogging with it. And that. Yes. And that, so. I'm just trying to read up some comments and that. Okay, yeah, there's some good knockoff cameras and all that stuff. I did have a regular nice standard camera that did videos. I think we did 1 or 2 videos with it on the Angie's channel. I forgot which ones it was we did it with. I think it was the MMA fights. We used that camera and that. So there is some good cameras out there. Also, there's some good editing software. Depending on what kind of editing software you use. Right now, my editing software is this was got by somebody. I was paid for by somebody else. My editing software is now through Corel Studio X10. It's a good editing software. I can do picture on picture if I choose to do so. It's a great feature to have. And my thumbnails, when I do my thumbnails, I use Movie Maker still for my thumbnails. And I kind of noticed when I revamped the computer, I kind of noticed the black frame the black frame that I always had issues with last winter and fall kind of went away for right now. But it does not mean it's totally gone away, because I still watch a few videos where basically the black frame will pop in, pop out, but I think it's just on their end in that. So, oh, hi, Review Playing and More. How you doing in that? So, I forgot, just check it out on your channel there. I would recommend, if he has content, there's another channel I would recommend. I'm sub to him, to this guy. He's got some, he does some live streams, does some gaming, Fortnite gaming. Gotta check that out if you like gaming channels. Check out Review Playing and More RPM. Give him a sub. I know he's got plenty of subs, but he can always use more in that way. So if you like gaming channels and other reviews from his channel, check it out. I have to watch a couple of his videos myself because I heard there was a lot of controversy with there was a controversial going on with a Twitch streamer recently playing video games, and he, for some reason, I think Review might know what I'm talking about in this area. Yeah, there was a Twitch streamer that kind of refuses to play Fortnite. He thought Fortnite was a joke, and I tell you what, he did not want to play Fortnite. He didn't want to play any other games but the game he was on. I think was I don't know what game he was stuck on. I'm not familiar. I don't like those type of games anyway myself. I'm more of a creative gamer. I like creative games like Sims, Planet Coaster, and all that stuff. Unfortunately, I cannot play Planet Coaster on this computer because I don't have the proper graph cards, and I don't want to give out too much on tonight's video. You don't have to watch tonight's video. Why I just cannot play Planet Coaster hardly anymore. If I do play Planet Coaster on this one, it can play good if I keep the parks small. If I keep the parks small, they play good. I'm more of a creative end of the gaming, and if I do play games, but I have not even tried to stream a video game play at all. I usually try to hold a camera in front. I usually hold the camera. See my roller coaster I designed? I did that on a video. I actually held a camera while we're riding a roller coaster on a video game roller coaster and that. So I'm more of a creative, and I'm not really. I do like to watch gaming channels for if I'm interested in buying a game. I usually watch a gaming channel if I'm review. If they do, let's say, if they want to review a PC game, I will jump in and say, hey, I want to hear this guy's opinion, this person's opinion on a PC game I may be interested in. Right now, just not been much. I'm more of a creative like SimCity, Planet Coaster, Sims. I think this. I play like Sims 3 and Sims 4. Sims 4 is pretty good. All that stuff. I'm more like a creative, like to play the game and that. So, and it's good channels to watch too. It's a good content if you guys like to get in, but on that, but just getting the equipment for you to do the live streams on that, it's going to cost you a fortune unless you find a good budget one. All that. So it's good. Gaming channels are good. If you're looking to buy a game or review or a game and review, if you want, sure, if that's a game you want to play, go out, check out gaming channels of any kind that's out here on YouTube. As long as they teach you in a way how the game goes, how it plays it, the shortcuts, and all that stuff. So yeah, so it's, and I usually go to a gaming channel if I'm interested of a let's say there's new updates on Planet Coaster, but tonight's video is going to talk about in a way I can't play. I just cannot play on this computer. It requires external graphic cards, and I'm not going to do anything, add features to this computer because I don't want this computer to crash on me because this is the only computer I got left right now that kind of hits tonight's video. Basically, just to upload videos. That's what I mainly use this computer for, is mainly edit and upload videos and do live shows because I like this webcam right here. Hi. Yeah, so yeah, well, this is this phone is a smartphone. It's LG, but my phone plan is through TracFone. It's a pay as you go. If you right now, this particular brand takes a 30-day or a 60-day plan, or I can buy a plan for a whole year. When I bought this phone for $60, I got the whole deal, talk, text, and 1-year plan, basically. So I got a 1-year plan in that. So it's a good plan. I kind of like it in that. Hi, Brian. How you doing in that? You need to find a fun game for your PC. If you like creative games and amusement park games, I highly recommend Planet Coaster. It's worth the money. They got some good updates. They had some DLC packs to it recently. And I was able to enjoy one of the free things until something happened. You're going to find on tonight's video. Something happened to computer to my immediate right. That direction I'm pointing in that. So yeah, Planet Coaster, it's a download. You have to get a download. Don't buy the disc. You have to get the download version. Download it to your computer. You have to sign up with Steam. It's through Steam. You have to sign up on a Steam account and download and purchase Planet Coaster. I've enjoyed it. You create your own roller coasters. There is cheats available and all that stuff. If you like creative games, I would highly recommend Planet Coaster. You can create your own amusement park, your style amusement park. Just make sure you have the minimum graphic card you're going to need. And just remember, if the game starts to bog down, then you know you reached your park's maximum placement for your rides. Make your roller coasters big, make them run good and all that stuff. But if it starts to slow down, basically, your park is too big for the graphic card that you're running on, basically. So when you make your next park, you just make them a little bit smaller, and it should go out. It should play okay. But on the other computer, if I make them on this one, I can't go more than 5 roller coasters, and I can't add a whole lot of trees and scenery to it because it bogs the game down if I played it on this one. But we took it off of this computer, put it on the other one. If I get up to a certain percentage of the space that I can use, it bogs down again. So make sure you have the minimum graphic card for best action. And what kind of graphic card do I run on? I have to go get the box. Be right back. Oopsie. Okay, the graphic card that I'm running on the other computer is this graphic card. It's a big, bad, it's a very good size graphic card to put on that computer, and that will never fit in this computer because if you see on my past videos that this monitor, it's almost like a laptop in reverse, where basically your laptop, your hard drives, and your memory is on your keyboard, but on this computer, the memory, the hard drives is behind this monitor that I'm looking at right now. So see you, Joe Crane. Take it easy. Have a nice day out there in California, sunny California, and all that stuff. And you know what? I think I'm going to chime out of here too. But that's the graphic card I use on the other computer. But we do have just have to watch tonight's video basically. I'm just looking at it right now, just say, well, we had good memories with that computer and that. So yeah, something happened to it. So you guys have to watch tonight and figure it out. Okay. And that we're gonna talk about a backup one. I don't know. Angie wants to get out of town this summer, and we really want to go on vacation. So we're down to one. Technically, we're down to one computer. Let's put it that way. I don't want to give out too much on tonight's video. Don't want to ruin tonight's vlog. Basically, you're just gonna have to see the situation that we're in tonight. Yeah, another good situation we're in. Always put ourselves in good situations. And that. Okay. We're still doing our goals. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subs, if we can. We're going to have to do a lot of campaigning at the ballpark, and when we head out of town, passing out business cards, talk to other people, looking at our issues when it comes to make our channel grow. And we're trying to invite people who are watching this for the first time, check our channel out. And if you like the content that we are providing, hit us for a sub button. You're not forced to watch us every day, but that's good. I know a lot of people are unable to watch us every day, so they kind of find time whenever they can to give us a view, which we're cool with that. As long as we get the watch hours, it's up to us creators. Try and create enough content to give us enough watch time. I figured mathematically, gotta have at least a 10-minute video. Try to get at least a 10-minute video in. If it's a live show, do it live. If it's edited or tape version, do that. Build your channel up and all that stuff. And right now, the only people that kind of stop uploading and that see you all, thanks for tuning in and all that stuff. I enjoy those business cards I send you in the mail and all that. Hope you kept one for yourself. It's just up to creator to create the content to maintain watch time. If you do any live shows, leave up your video as much as possible. That can help increase your watch time. Subscriber counts is good. Just remember, when you get 1,000 subs and your watch time does not guarantee you monetization. So kind of monitor that watch time as possible. Increase your videos, live feeds, talk to people about your channel, basically. And, you know, it wouldn't hurt to order business cards. And because the trucking channels I watch do pass these out. Hi, Robin. How you doing? Thank you very much on the happy Easter wish. Think you just have the same for yourself. I got a big bad ham we'll be cooking tomorrow. I think we're going to vlog it because it's a ham that we got one of our, I guess one of our pantry trips, I guess. We went to a pantry recently and we got a while ago and we got this big $26 ham. Basically, we didn't pay nothing for it because it was a pantry. And that budget was a little tight a few months ago and all that stuff. So it doesn't hurt at all. Because when you're on a fixed income, budgets kind of come and go. Right now, we're into the time of year that we have to focus on baseball games. Luckily for us, we got contacts for baseball games. We can get reduced price tickets. And sometimes with our local sponsors here in town, they'll even give out free general admission tickets to that game that they're sponsoring. So we do check that out. So we get to enjoy some baseball at a low cost to us, basically. So it's a nice way in the minor leagues. We enjoy a nice professional baseball game at low cost. Even general admission is $7 a game for general admission. But if we go to other areas in town, they do sell discount tickets down to $4 or less as a fundraiser. We do buy those tickets, and like I said, local sponsors will also sponsor a game. There's a chance that they could give out free general admission tickets. And if you want to sit in a box seat, it's an upcharge. I think it's like a $5 upcharge to sit in box seats in that. So, all right, that sounds good, Noel. Thank you very much for passing out some of those cards. Hopefully, we land a couple of new subscribers. I think we did. I'm not for sure. I have to check my analytics and see if we got a view increase in the state of New Jersey. We might have, maybe a small percentage, but we might have in that. So. Oh, yeah, coffee's getting a little cold, so I may have to make a fresh pot of Tim Hortons. So I'm wide awake for later tonight. Don't know what I'm doing tonight, but I want to be wide awake for it. I think it's something I want to watch on TV or something I want to watch on YouTube. I don't know what. So basically, what we're trying to do, we're still campaigning to get our 1,000 subs. Yeah, they're doing some stadium work in our local ballpark. And if you check our past videos, kind of check out the situation and all that stuff. I'll show the concourse on opening day, what they have added. Have a good day, Noel. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you later on that one, okay? They're adding some other stuff on the field for, I don't know, the field experience. Basically, you're going to see what they call a ribbon light, what you see in other arenas. For some reason, Clinton is finally going to get one. And they did some work around the beer garden area in that. Okay, yeah, I'll send you some business cards as soon as possible. Okay, Robert, I gotta do some mailing. I think sometime next week. So when I do mail, I like to mail everything all at once, so I'm not going down to the post office all the time. So I do have to mail out some baseball schedules to a friend in Chicago. And I gotta mail out some business cards his way and see if he will help me out distribute some of these. I think he will, because he does some cameo appearances on our channel. Our Facebook friend Patrick, his wife Marsha, and you probably seen him in our cameo. He had made cameo appearances on our videos, basically, and he kind of likes hamming up somewhat. So. Yeah. I'll get that email from you. You got the regular email, the Angie and Chuck Show at outlook.com. I also have another email, Chuck Anderson 67 at live.com. They both do work. They're in the same account, so it doesn't matter which one you use in that. So, okay, Stephanie, have a good day. Thank you for watching some of our older videos and that. I have to get back to your comments on some of them as best I can. Don't like to go back commenting on old videos, but that's how you interact, basically. So, yeah, you have to interact with your audience while you're still a small channel. I know it's not easy to interact all times because most of the comments happens at night, and usually I'm trying to stay busy doing other stuff during the day and that. So. Okay, we've been on for over an hour. Boy, that hour went by quick, did it? And that. So our goal is still trying to reach 1,000 subs. We'll do what we can. I don't know if I'm going to raid other live shows or not to help push a sub count that way. Every time I try to do that, I end up losing those subs eventually. When the show goes off the air, I end up losing those subs. And the last few subs that we have kept, they stayed with us, which is good. It's nice to see, and that's how you really support small channels. And that's all we need to do. Continue to support small channels. Stay sub to a channel. If you do sub to a channel, stay sub to the channel. You're not forced to watch any of their videos. Just we like to see a sub count. Everybody knows the trick to the sub count, view counts. Right now, my view counts is okay. It can always, but the more subs we add, actually, I know this for a fact. Thanks, Robert. You do the same, okay? I know this for a fact. Every time we gain 25 subscribers, we get at least one or two, maybe one everyday viewer, or we get 2 or 3 semi-everyday viewers. What I mean by semi-everyday viewers is they watch our videos at least 3 or 4 times a week instead of every day. Now, they just say, okay, this title sounds good, we'll watch it. And that. I do the same thing on some of the channels I subscribe to, not all of them, but I do the same thing myself. Say, okay, this is interesting. Boom. You know what they call it? Call it clickbait. And that. So, and it's and a lot of people don't upload every day. Some uploads every time. The main reason why we like 7 p.m. Central Standard Time is I don't know. I just like go up against primetime TV when there's new shows. Because just like one of my subscribers said a long time ago, they rather watch us during prime time than watching whatever goes on at 7 p.m. or 9 p.m. or 8 p.m. whatever their prime time viewing is. So they watch our videos instead and say, well, I can't miss my 7 p.m. primetime show, but the 8 p.m. time slot kind of is crappy. I'll watch this YouTube channel, or I'll watch that YouTube channel, or watch the Angie and Chuck show instead. If the 9 p.m. time slot is crappy, some people don't even watch the 10 or 11 p.m. news. They watch us instead. My analytics will tell me, wow, I get a lot of view time during this time period. But our best time period when people do watch, according to my analytics last few nights, is the 7 p.m. time slot once the video goes live. And that's our best prime viewing times for us. Then it picks up later in the day. Then it kind of tapers down a little bit at 8 p.m. But sometimes it goes up, sometimes it goes down. If you're a creator, if you watch your live analytics, that bar is like an up and down roller coaster. So basically, it goes up and down like a roller coaster. And that you got that big lift hill, you got that first drop. Then you go up another hill, you got another drop. And that's how our analytics kind of reads. I kind of like it that way too. So it's not consistent all the time, and it's all based what goes on TV. And since we're entering the summer months, there's gonna be a lot of summer events going on. So it's gonna affect a lot of viewing people. Not able to watch YouTube as much. And this is where I usually see a lot of unsubbing take place during the summer months. If you're not going to watch a channel for a period of time, don't unsub. Summer is going to go by quickly, and it's going to go by very quickly. And you're going to wish you stayed sub because you might miss something. It's not all about the apartment and all that stuff. We do go out of town once in a while. We do have an out-of-town trip. Okay, review, playing, and more. Take care. We'll catch you later. And that. So, and the out-of-town trip. Right now, I'm calculating the budget, how much it's going to cost us to go. Andrew really wants to get out of town for 3 or 4 days. And this is one thing we try to iron out every year. Basically, what we plan to go. Plan to go to an amusement park that hardly nobody never vlogs. It's here in Iowa. Everybody knows in Iowa, you always go to Adventureland Park in Iowa. it's almost like your very first amusement park you want to try out before you try out a Six Flags park or another park of any kind. So that's one thing we're planning to do is go to Adventureland Park this summer as part of our trip. I'm also contacting a friend of mine who he works for a company that is a sponsor to two Major League Baseball teams, the Brewers and the Cubs. And I'm thinking about see if I can be able to land Cubs tickets. And so if I keep that cost down, this is coming nicely. So I'll have to get a hold of him, see if I can get some games for a certain day and all that stuff. Here, I'll be back here. Yeah, sorry about that. So our summer plans is basically whenever we get the chance to get out of town, but that's be our big summer trip. Something not as extensive like the Cedar Point trip we did back in 2016. Just that I did mention I do need to get out and ride a roller coaster too, and I really need. I got that roller coaster fix in me again, so I really want to get a budget lined up and all that stuff. That would be nice to go. We can get discount tickets, and food is very inexpensive. I got some places I like to eat. There's some goods. There's a good sit-down restaurant in the park on the main street of Adventureland. And if everybody has gone to Adventureland and seen some of the videos of Adventureland Park, you're going to see something similar to Disney in that. So, what was your first roller coaster you rode there, Amber? Do you remember? I know they took down a couple of roller coasters. They took down the Super Screamer years ago. That got transported to California. I forgot one park it was in California, and I think the other one they scrapped basically. But was it the Tornado? Was it the Outlaw? Was it the Dragon looping coaster? Oh, even the Underground, that's considered a roller coaster. And I really want to try that Gerstlauer Infinity Coaster at a park. And they say it's one of the most underrated roller coasters in the United States today. It's the very first Gerstlauer Infinity Coaster in the United States, and Adventureland has it. Knott's Berry Farm is going to put in the very first Gerstlauer Infinity Dive Coaster, which it's a different category of Infinity Coasters. It's a whole new category of Infinity Coasters, and Knott's Berry Farm has it. They're going to be debuting it in a few weeks. Hopefully, they'll get that debuted. I like to go out to Cedar Point to ride Steel Vengeance, aka Mean Streak, the old Mean Streak revamped. And that. Oh, you're back. Oh, I was talking about my summer amusement park plans on that. So, but yeah, we're gonna be cutting out here soon so we can do our regular vlog and that. We're doing a walking. We're gonna do a walking video. Players are scheduled to come in. Start off RC called. You think they were the Tornado? I don't think they'll RMC the Tornado roller coaster. If they do, oh, you recalled, okay. But yeah, if I've been to Six Flags, yeah, I've been to Six Flags St. Louis, and I've been to Six Flags Great America outside of Chicago, and you probably see it on our new outro video clip tomorrow night. We videotaped it going past there last year, coming home from Milwaukee. We videotaped it. And I thought we had enough funds to go, but we didn't have the time to stop in and that. But we didn't make up a plan to stop there at all because we had to get back to a shrimp boil, which we missed out on the shrimp. So you got to check out our past videos. The Milwaukee trip and our Milwaukee road trip, going up to Milwaukee and coming home to traveling home, having lunch with our Facebook friends, having
Hello.
lunch with friends. We stop at Portillo's. And yeah. And Tornado is a good roller coaster. When they first built that thing, it got struck and part of it got destroyed by a tornado. That's how it got the name Tornado Roller Coaster at Adventureland. That's how it got its name, Tornado Roller Coaster, because when we were building it, got destroyed by a tornado. So that's how I got the name. And when they first built it, it was in the top 10 Woodies at the time when they built it and that. And it's got good length for a small park roller coaster. They measured at 93 feet high, but they said it was pretty close to 95 feet high, with the first stop being about 89 feet, I think it is. But track length was just under 3,000 feet of track length and that. So it's a quick ride and all that stuff. So okay, I got a message there, so I gotta get the address there and that. So in Knott's Berry Farm, they're introducing a new roller coaster called Hang Time. It's a Gerstlauer Infinity dive coaster, and I was talking about Adventureland's first ever Gerstlauer Infinity coaster built in the United States. It's located here at Adventureland in Iowa, called the Monster, and you can see some videos up on that roller coaster. Just look up Monster Roller Coaster at Adventureland. You will see some point of views of that ride. I heard it has an awesome night ride, and I heard the same thing for the Hang Time. It's going to have the similar awesome night ride because it's going to have a light package, something similar to Monsters. It just all depends how Knott's sets up their light package, but eventually I got theirs set up at night, where basically it's all lit up. It's all lit up. You go up the vertical lift. Just describing the Monster roller coaster here in Iowa. Go up the vertical lift at 133 feet high. You're up and over, and as you hit the traverse at night, all the lights goes out on the ride, except whatever lights is below the lift tower, the vertical tower. As it goes dropping at 101 degree drop angle, there'll be a lights will follow the train all the way around the whole circuit. And every maneuver in that roller coaster is a near stall maneuver. So the first overbank turn comes to a near stall. The first dive up and over, dive into a vertical loop, that kind of stalls a little bit. Then the vertical flat line, it's not a full circle loop. It kind of flats out a little bit. It stalls a little bit and continues the circuit. The only way it continues really quick is two maneuvers. They go really quick. Is the little air time and the implement loop. Then two more maneuvers. It's a vertical. Near stall, and one corkscrew near stall. Yeah, so 90 degree drop. Yeah, and it's pretty good length on King of Ka and that. So, and eventually I was lucky. It was built on a site to build this roller coaster that has about 2,500 feet of track. They built it on the footprint of an old log ride that eventually I took out a couple years ago, and it upset a lot of people that they took out the log ride. But the log rides are getting phased out at most amusement parks because they got a water park and the emphasis on the river raft rides, basically, and that. So yeah. And a lot of people do. Oh, on the Monster roller coaster, it's the only roller coaster in the park where basically you have to put everything in a locker because of near stall maneuvers and all that stuff. You have to leave it in a locker or with a non-rider and that. But it's the first roller coaster it's the tallest roller coaster in the state of Iowa at 133 feet. It's not very tall in other park standards, but it's pretty tall. It holds 8 people, so it's a low ride capacity because this is a family park here in Iowa. It's been run by a family for all these years, and they're really emphasizing on bringing in new rides and new thrills. Actually, believe it or not, Adventureland, believe it or not, if you're familiar with Cedar Point's Windseeker rides, Adventureland has their own version called Storm Chaser. It's half the capacity, but the tower is only 250 feet high. The Windseekers is 301. So it's about 61 feet shorter than your Windseeker rides, but it still gives a similar ride even at half the capacity. Instead of holding 64 riders, it holds 32, so half the capacity. And it's sitting on a footprint that used to be called the Silly Silo cylinder ride. That was another old classic ride. Eventually I took out because they couldn't find parts for it no more. And it was built like an old silo type. It's a cylinder ride where you ride against the wall of a cylinder and the floor drops below you. Basically, that's what it does. And a lot of people likes that ride, but they just wanted something that is. So instead they couldn't spread out because the space was so small, so they built up. So it gives a nice view of Iowa cornfields. I don't know what it does at night, but it gives you a nice view during the day of Iowa cornfields. You will see Des Moines easily, and you will see the surrounding area, plus the horse track east of the park. And that it does have a campground and inn, so it's just built like a small resort. And if you're familiar with trucking channels, this is on exit 1. Adventureland Park is along Interstate 80, exit 142, not walking distance from the Flying J. So if you're a trucker that is on a reset in that area, find some discount tickets, head over to Adventureland, take a few hours, get out of that truck once in a while, and just head to Adventureland Park once in a while. And that's where we're planning to go. I haven't gone there since, believe it or not, I have not gone there since 2002, so it's long overdue. Reason we took that long a break is I used to go there every year from 1977 up to 2002. So I took a kind of a long hiatus. We're long overdue to go back, and I really need to go back to relive my childhood years, my preteen years, to my teenage years, to my young drive and all that stuff. So yeah, so it's long overdue for me to go. I might check out. There's another family park near Lake Okoboji called Arnold's Park. I have never been there. That's another place I'd like to try. They got a nice small old wood coaster called the Legend. Not very high. It has some airtime, not a whole lot, but it has a good, interesting out and back layout throughout the surrounding of the park. I like to try that. When I go out of my way to do it, I don't know. It all depends. If I'm in the general area, I will stop in. There's another park I'd like to go back to where I haven't gone for a while. Is Six Flags Great America. That's just north of Chicago. Doesn't matter what time you go there, it's always busy. It's one of the busiest Six Flags parks. Actually, it's the 3rd busiest Six Flags park in the Six Flags chain. And that. So, and it's another place I like to go because it's got a couple of good coasters I like there too. My first real there's an old Schwarzkopf coaster called Wizard. Angie and I likes to ride that and that.
I love that one.
Then there's there's an aero coaster called the Demon. It's rough, but it's okay. For the big ones, I like the Batman inverted coaster. In fact, Great America, that was the first one to get one of those invert coasters in the United States from B&M. The Batman, the ride, it's the steel invert coaster. And when I got on that, I said, wow, it was small, compact, and very intense from start to finish all the way. So that's a good roller coaster I like to ride too in that. The one they got rid of was Shockwave. That was the only roller coaster I ever blacked out on. The only thing I hated was on that ride was I liked the first drop. It's after you get off the first vertical loop. It's a very tall, narrow vertical loop, and yeah, Angie's in the background. She just woke up from a nap. What? Go check out downstairs quick. Go check downstairs quick. Go downstairs, Angie. Go downstairs. Just go outside and get it. Okay.
Downstairs.
Okay, go outside and get it.
You just happen to look.
I think we just had an accident with our Cubs flag. Yeah, we just had an accident with our Cubs flag. Let me go find out what's going on with our Cubs flag. We'll be right back. Oh, it's broke. Get that piece. Get that piece. Right down there. Get that piece. Bring it up. Okay, Angie's bringing it up. The flag is okay. Yeah, it was windy. One of our things snapped. Angie's gonna bring up the broken piece. It looks like I'm gonna have to do some little repair work out here. So yeah, I'll tell you what. Next time I'll come live. We'll talk. Okay, what's that one piece? Yeah, this piece broke. That'll be a video. That piece also broke. We had this piece up for about
Hi guys.
4 years and that. So yeah, it broke. So we'll put a new one. We'll install a new one and all that. So we're gonna get out of here real quick so I can do some flag repairs and all that stuff. Start a vlog for the ones who missed out on it. Okay. So we'll see. Oh, Joe Crane said hi and all that stuff. And that.
Hi, Lucky.
I'll tell you, next time I do a live show, either on Chuck Chats or that's my secondary channel, or on this channel, I'll talk about more of summer plans. I'd like to go. We'll talk more about Adventureland Park and all that stuff and other issues. So right now, we're still hoping to get 1,000 subs. I'm hoping we will get 1,000 subs. I'd like to get it by the end of summer, if all possible. And why? I don't know. We'll just try to see. Okay. I know we're over an hour, almost an hour and a half, so we're gonna cut out of here. Yeah, I gotta do some flag.
He's gotta do maintenance work, guys.
I gotta do maintenance work because flagpole went bye-bye and that. So yeah, so we're gonna cut out of here so I can do some repairs. So thanks for chiming in, watching in, and all that stuff. And we'll see you next time. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Oh, what was saying on Angie says. Please like, share,
Please
subscribe.
like, share, subscribe. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button. We'll see you later. Bye.
All right, bye. Yeah. I'm hoping we will get that. That'd be nice. All right. We're out of here. Bye.